In this lesson, we're going to learn how to create a multi-track edit in the timeline. Here, we already have multiple clips placed in the timeline, and we want to insert a few more clips, both at the beginning and in the middle of the sequence. First, let's create some space using the Track Select tool. This allows us to move everything forward without breaking sync. Now, we want to insert a clip specifically on the V2 track. So let's target V2 for video. For audio, we'll target A2, because if we leave A1 active and the clip has sound, it will overwrite the audio on A1. This is a very important detail when working with multi-track timelines. Next, we want to insert the clip. Let's review a few methods. If we use the normal insert command here, Premiere will push everything forward, but also leave a gap. So in this case, we don't want gaps in the timeline. First, let's undo the action by using Ctrl or Command Z. We can also drag the clip into the sequence, and this method works fine for basic insertions. However, now we have a different situation where we only want to insert the clip into a very specific section of the timeline, from here to here. For these types of placement edits, dragging alone won't be accurate enough. So let's use a more precise solution. First, mark an in point and out point on the timeline using I and O. This defines exactly where we want the clip to go. Now click the Overwrite button or press the period key on the keyboard. Premiere now places the clip exactly between those 2 points without creating gaps and without overwriting anything outside that range. Let's do one more example. We'll select a new source clip, and in this clip, we only want a specific section. So we'll set an in point and an out point in the source monitor. Now let's press the Overwrite button and the clip is inserted onto the timeline. By setting a mark in and mark out in the source monitor, we are able to define the exact length of the clip before placing it into the sequence. Now let me show you another situation. First, let's undo that action. This time we will set a mark in and mark out point on the timeline as well. Now we have marks on both the source and the timeline. Next, use the page down key to move the playhead to the starting point of our timeline in marker, and then press the period key or the Overwrite button. But this time, Premiere gives us a message, because we set in and out points in both the source monitor and the timeline at the same time. This is completely normal. Premiere just wants to confirm how we want to handle this situation. First, let's discuss on ignore source in point. Premiere ignores the in point on the source monitor and calculates the duration starting from last range, good for matching timing on the timeline without worrying about the starting point of the source. And ignore source out point. Premiere ignores the out point of the source. So the way this works is basically the opposite. Premiere ignores the sequence out point, then the clip will start at the timeline in point and continue until it reaches the end of the source range. Here we are respecting the timeline's starting position instead of the source's ending position. This may feel a little confusing at first, but if you focus on the position of the B in both clips, you will clearly understand the difference. By watching how the B appears and where it lands in the timeline, you'll see how each option handles the source and the timeline differently. Ignore sequence in point. Premiere ignores the timeline's in point and only uses the timeline's out point as the destination. This option aligns the clip to the end of the selected range. Ignore sequence out point. Premiere ignores the timeline's out point and only aligns to the in point on the timeline. This is useful if we care where the clip starts, not necessarily where it ends. And finally, clip speed fit to fill. Premiere will adjust the speed of the clip to make it fit exactly inside the in and out points on the timeline. If the source is longer, Premiere speeds it up. If it's shorter, Premiere slows it down. This is commonly used in sports, action, and time manipulation edits. And if we need full clip and simply press period key. So with the help of the overwrite command, we can quickly build a multi-track timeline We can insert clips above or below our main layer. We can target specific video and audio tracks, and we can fill exact in and out ranges without creating gaps or breaking sync. This gives us full control over how our edit is structured and allows us to layer B-roll, graphics, titles, and sound across multiple tracks in a very professional way.